habits, tendencies, schedules, what simple rules, boundaries, habits can I put in place day to day that will consistently keep me at 1,500 calories. After 9 p.m., late at night, when you're after a long day of work, you're stressed out and you just want to feel good, you just want some pleasure, eat crappy food and just jack up your calories, not necessarily because you're hungry, but because it's a good, ideal time to kind of binge and munch.
There's something oddly comforting about a chain restaurant at night. The glowing signs, the predictable menu, the promise of warm food at nearly any hour. Whether you're finishing a late shift, coming back from a road trip, or just craving comfort food in the dark hours, places like Denny's, Applebee's, Chili's, or IHOP are always there. But here's a reality most people don't know. After 9 p.m., some of your favorite menu items go from reliable to risky. Because while the menu doesn't change, everything behind the scenes does. Kitchens run differently late at night. Staff gets thinner, the vibe slows down, and priorities shift. And the food? Let's just say it isn't always at its freshest. If you're eating late and think you're getting the same quality as the lunch rush crowd, think again. Here's what chain restaurant workers, chefs, and insiders won't tell you, but should. These are the items you should absolutely avoid after 9 p.m. First on the list, anything fried. French fries, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, chicken tenders. If it comes out of a deep fryer, think twice. Why? Because by 9 p.m., the oil in that fryer has probably been used all day. Most chain restaurants don't change fryer oil until the next morning. That means your food is swimming in a greasy, burnt, overused oil bath that's been used to cook dozens, if not hundreds, of batches of food. The result? Limp, soggy, off-tasting snacks that are harder to digest and less appetizing. Worse, degraded fryer oil can produce harmful compounds when reheated too often, including acrylamide, a potential carcinogen. And then there's the cleanliness issue. After a long day of service, most staff are looking ahead to close time. They're not topping off oil levels, filtering the fryer, or watching temps like they do during peak hours. Some might even turn down the fryer to start the nightly shutdown process. That means your fried food might not cook properly, resulting in a greasy, undercooked mess that's a far cry from what you'd get at noon. Next up, salads. Yes, salads. The supposed safe choice for health-conscious diners. But after 9 p.m., that prepped lettuce and cut veggies are on their last legs. Most chain restaurants do salad prep in the morning or early afternoon. By nighttime, that lettuce has been sitting in a metal bin for hours, exposed to air and wilting under the cooling fans. Tomatoes get mealy, cucumbers lose their crunch, and greens can turn slimy. And no one's remaking a fresh batch that late at night, especially for 1 or 2 late customers. Worse still, salad dressing containers are rarely wiped down late in the day. Spillage, cross-contamination, and bacterial buildup are more common at night, especially when closing crews are multitasking and trying to beat the clock. Some chain workers have admitted that side salads often come pre-assembled and sit in plastic containers for hours, or even overnight, before they're served. So while you think you're eating fresh, you're actually chewing on a day-old fridge special. Now let's talk about soup. Seems innocent enough, right? Warm, easy to digest, comforting. But here's the catch. Most soups at chain restaurants come in giant pre-made bags. These are heated up in large metal wells and kept warm throughout the day. After 9 p.m., you're probably getting the very bottom of that soup bin, the stuff that's been sitting in lukewarm broth for hours. Not only can the flavor degrade, but bacteria thrives in those danger zone temperatures. If the staff hasn't stirred it regularly or topped off the water in the warming well, your soup might be lukewarm, crusty, or worse, spoiled. And don't even think about ordering seafood. Shrimp tacos, grilled salmon, fish, and chips. Anything from the sea is a major red flag after 9 p.m. That's because seafood is incredibly time-sensitive and fragile. In many chain restaurants, seafood is pre-portioned and thawed ahead of time. Whatever's not used by the end of the night, it goes back in the fridge, or worse, it gets reheated and served the next day. Quality control plummets at night. You're more likely to get an old or improperly reheated portion, leading to rubbery texture, fishy smell, and even food poisoning risks. In fact, several former chain cooks have revealed that seafood is often the first thing to go bad in a restaurant cooler. Some restaurants quietly push fish specials at night because they're trying to get rid of product that won't make it to the next day. Think about that the next time you order grilled tilapia at 10 p.m. What about burgers and steaks? Surely those are safe, right? Mostly. But there's still risk. Grills are usually cleaned before closing, and the burners might be turned off or set to low. That means your burger might be cooked on a lukewarm surface that can't sear properly. Plus, late-night grill cooks might rush through the process to get you out the door. That can result in undercooked meat, or worse, an overcooked patty because someone forgot it while they were juggling cleanup duties. Either way, you're not getting the burger magic you'd expect during dinner rush. Even steaks can be mishandled at night. The meat might be fine, but if the kitchen's in shutdown mode, you may get a rushed cook who doesn't rest the steak properly or one who nukes it to speed up cook time. Add in reduced staff, tired eyes, and a general "let's wrap this up" energy, and you're rolling the dice with anything that requires attention and timing. Another item to be wary of after 9 p.m. Eggs. Whether it's a breakfast sandwich, omelet, or scrambled eggs, don't assume what you're getting is freshly cracked. At most chain restaurants, eggs are pre-cracked and stored in containers for speed and convenience. At night, those containers are nearing the end of their usability window. Some places might even be serving eggs that were cooked earlier and reheated for a late-night order. The result? Rubbery, bland, and potentially unsafe eggs that have been hanging around too long. And if you're thinking of ordering pancakes or waffles at a breakfast chain late at night, like IHOP or Waffle House, know this: the batter might have been sitting in a container all day. Even if it's refrigerated, old batter loses its rise, its airiness, and its flavor. That means your hot, fluffy pancakes might come out flat, chewy, and stale tasting. Add old syrup dispensers that haven't been wiped down since morning, and it's not exactly the cozy midnight breakfast you imagined. You should also be skeptical of sauces and condiments. By 9 p.m., most squeeze bottles and ramekins have been used and reused all day. The lids are crusty, the dispensers sticky, and cross-contamination is a real threat. Ever seen that mystery layer of dried gunk on the edge of a ranch bottle? That's what happens when kitchen staff are too busy or too tired to keep things clean. Even salsa or guacamole can be dangerous late at night. If it's been sitting on the prep line since lunch, it's lost its freshness, flavor, and safety window. Desserts are another trap. You might think they're safe because they're made ahead of time. And that's partly true, but that's also the problem. Many chain desserts are frozen and pre-sliced. Cakes, pies, or cheesecakes can sit in a fridge for days, sometimes weeks, depending on rotation policies. By 9 p.m., you're often getting the driest, most stale piece, pulled from the back of the cooler and microwaved to soften it. Add to that whipped toppings from a can, sauces from a plastic jug, and fruit that's been oxidizing for hours, and that tempting chocolate cake loses a lot of its shine. So, what's safe to order after 9 p.m.? Generally the simplest items, those with minimal prep and high turnover. A basic grilled cheese, a plain burger, maybe chicken wings if the fryer oil isn't ancient. Bottled drinks over fountain ones, which often have dirty nozzles at night. Stick to what the kitchen can't mess up and avoid complex builds or time-sensitive dishes. Late-night crew members are often fewer in number and stretched thin. The more complex your order, the higher the chance something goes wrong or gets swapped, forgotten, or rushed. It's not that the staff is lazy, it's just the reality of closing time. Everyone is cleaning, restocking, and prepping for the next day. The fryers might already be half drained, the soup wells might be turned off, the prep line is winding down, and no one wants to crack open a fresh pack of lettuce just to make one perfect salad. Insiders from fast food chains and casual dining restaurants alike have echoed the same warning. Late-night dining isn't about quality, it's about convenience. You're not getting the best version of the restaurant. You're getting what's left over, what's still warm, or what can be assembled quickly before the lights go out. And in some kitchens, cleanliness takes a backseat to speed during those final hours. So, what should you do if you're hungry late at night? Choose carefully. Go to places known for late-night service, diners with round-the-clock staff, chains that specialize in 24-hour turnover. Look for places where kitchens stay busy through the night, not just coast until close. And above all, keep your expectations realistic. Chain restaurants are a godsend for late-night cravings, but they're not magic. And the quality you get at 9:30 p.m. is rarely the same as what you'd get at 6 p.m. So if you're placing that order, think twice. Stick to simple items. Avoid anything that's been sitting in a bin all day, and maybe skip the fish, soup, and side salad this time. Because after 9 p.m., the kitchen may still be open, but that doesn't mean everything in it should be.